Hello everyone, my name is Beth and I am the Steadfast Stitcher, and I am coming to you today with a WIP parade of all the starts that I did in 2023. Now if you're new to my channel, in 2023 I turned 60 at the end of the year in December, and I did 60 starts over the course of the year to celebrate my 60th birthday. Slightly crazy, I know. It was a lot of fun, a little bit stressful at times, but I am so glad that I did it. I'm one and done though. This is the only time you're ever going to see me doing starts, this many starts in the course of a year. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing these in order of when I started them. So my first one, oh, and I should give a warning too, there is going to be zippers, and I didn't iron all 60 pieces before this. So my first one was a January 1st start, and this was Brownfish Owl by Kathy Barrick. And I started this with Owl and Gator Stitcher. And that's this one right here. Now the chart calls for NPI silks and has a DMC conversion. I'm using a combination of DMC and Weeks Dye Works. Now this is on 20 count Dust Bunnies from Dying for Cross Stitch. And this is where I'm at so far. Zig that up there. There. There we go. So I've done some of the alphabet, the owl, and getting a start on the owl. And I think he's going to be really cool looking. So this was my first start of my 60 starts. My next one, now I didn't get as far as I wanted to on this one this year, but 60 starts and working full-time and all that, it got a little crazy at times. So I started on January 8th. I started Temperature Butterflies by the Stitching Mommy. And I love this one. And fortunately, you can go back on AccuWeather and get the temperatures for all the months in the year. All the daily temperatures. So I am just on February. And I am doing this on Bee Stitch Me at the Pond in 22 count. And so that's where I'm at with this one. Really pretty colors, and I love this fabric too. It's a joy to work on. So yeah, I'm on February. I've got a long way to go to catch up for 2023, but it is a fun stitch. All right, my next one, I started this with Hannah Dowling. She's on Flosstube, and I will link her below. But we started Hollyberry Farm patterns from Stacy Nash Primitives, and I chose the stables at Hollyberry Farm. And this isn't the best picture, but it gives you an idea. Again, I love this house and the stables and the horses, the whole 9 yards. I am doing this on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha with the called for colors and one thread over one. And so that's where I'm at so far with this one. But yeah, this is beautiful. And I've picked it up more than once, more than its initial start on January 15th of last year, of 2023. But very enjoyable to stitch on it. And it's 36 count, Edinburgh linen, and vintage country mocha. And the next one I started was from Cottage Garden Samplings. And this was from the Year in the Woods. And I started the fox. Very cute pattern. I'm using all the called for colors. And I am stitching this on 25 count Stormy Night Lugana. And that's where I'm at so far with him. So I've got, his belly is pretty much done. And working on the rest of it. I do plan on doing most of the Year in the Woods. And planning on tissue boxing him, which means, I picked that term up from WIP Warriors, I believe. So for a series, you do one, then go right to the next one and right to the next one. So I have most of the Year in the Woods. I think there's 2 I didn't end up getting, but I do have most of them. And I'm in love with their new series, The Fabulous Houses. I'm going to be starting as one of those as soon as I get 2 finishes in the book. Going forward, for 2024, I'll be doing a 2-to-1 ratio. Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, Julie, calls it 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I'll be doing every 2 starts. I will give my every 2 finishes. I'll be giving myself 1 new start. And speaking of Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, the next one that I started is one of her designs, and I started this on January 28th, and it is Holiday Rooster Sal, and the name of the pattern is the Holiday Rooster Sampler, and Hemlock and Rye Studios. Stitchery. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have trouble talking today. But she showed in her instruction portion of the design, she showed this blue and gray colorway, which I really, really loved. So I opted to go for this colorway for the Holiday Rooster Sampler. And I am using, let's see, Twilight from Weeks Dye Works, which is a really pretty variegated blue. And Graphite, also from Weeks Dye Works. Doop, 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 doop. I feel completely surrounded right now by all these whips. So I am stitching this on 28 count over 1. And I just have a little start on it, but I do have a start. And yeah, I'm digging this one. And it works in Pattern Keeper as well. At least it does for me. I was able to get it into Pattern Keeper without any difficulty. So that does come in handy. Yes, I've got the blues and the grays, and I think it's going to be really pretty. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was my 5th start of 2023. Put that back in the bag. The next one I just have a teeny tiny start on, but I saw this one as it came out as a Mystery Sal in parts, and I waited until the whole thing came out before I made up my mind if I wanted to do it. And this is the Haunted Library by Lola Crow Stitches. I like this one a lot. This is very fun with Edgar Allan Poe, The Headless Horseman, Invisible Man, Dracula, the librarian from Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters. And I am doing this on 18 count. I believe it's 18 count, yeah. Now I gotta look at, yep, this is the right way. This is one that I dyed myself. And that's what I've got on it so far. So that is the Invisible Man boots and part of the staircase on the top. So that's as far as I've gotten with that one. But it is one I want to come back to. And it is a fun stitch. And I really like the purple red dye that I did on this one. I think it came out great for that pattern. Oh, after Haunted Library, on, let's see, 2-1, I started the Gentle Needle by Monticello Stitches. And I was completely enabled by Daydream Stitcher. She had been working on this one. And it's just beautiful. And so, yep, this is a Gentle Needle by Monticello Stitches. And Becky in my group has also done this one and finished it. And it's just lovely. It's a very fun stitch. I am doing this on 18 count from Dying for Cross Stitch with the called for colors. And this is where I'm at on this one. I do want to get back to this one this year. If not a finish, then some really good progress, because I enjoy working on this one quite a bit. I love the colors. Very fun. I love the parrots on here are adorable, and the peacocks at the bottom are so cute. I'm trying not to make any other plans other than, 2-to-1 for 2 finishes for 1 new start, and letting the acrostics games that I'm participating in guide me as to what to stitch on. We have one in my group, and the new one starts January 1st, tomorrow. It is, the word is hibernate. So I'm doing that one. I'm also doing cross stitch in daily 30. And then I'm in 2 games that are just strictly counting. So yeah, I enjoy the games. I really think it helps me spur on with my progress that I'm making. Now this next one is 2-in-1. So there are 2 patterns that I started at different times. So this one of these will be a little out of order, but they are both from this book, Love Lives Here. So it just made sense to keep them in the same project bag so I don't lose them. But the first one that I started on February 5th was this small sampler, and this is by Teresa Kogut. That's this one up here. I started this with Cat Stitch, and she's already finished hers, and it is beautiful. So this is where I'm at, and this is 25 count Lugana over 1 with the called for threads. Hi, Chloe. She doesn't like it when I'm not sitting, when I do a floss tube and I'm not sitting on the couch and I'm at the table. I have a temporary table set up for this, so she's not happy she can't come up and join me. But this is a really pretty pattern. I love the little smokes, our little heart shapes at the top. That is so cute. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the other start that I made. That was also in this book. And it's a teeny little start, but it's a start. So let's see, it was on November 12th, much later in the year, I started our Whimsy house. And that's where I am with that at the moment. And our Whimsy house is, let me show you the pattern. Back. And our Whimsy house is the one here at the top. So that was my second start from this book. And really, this book is terrific. I want to start everything in here. But so far, just these two. Who knows what will happen in the future. Next, after the Teresa Kogut, I started the Spring Salt Box from Pinker and Pumpkin. It is a blog, and they are free patterns for her salt boxes. They're wonderful. I would love to do all of them. I think Becky has done almost all of them in my group. But this is a spring salt box. Spring green salt box, sorry. Very cute pattern. Now, my only regret with this one is that I had one of those pre-printed 14 count Adas hanging around, and I'm doing it on that one, but I think any future salt boxes are going to be on, you know, smaller counts. One moment. All right. So you can see it's one of their printed fabrics that have the colors on it. And I do like the color on the fabric. I just not really enjoying stitching on 14 counts, but that's just me. Hello, Chloe. But it is a really pretty pattern. I just think, you know, future ones are going to either be on like 18 or 20 count or even weave or linen, just smaller counts. Hi. Smaller stitches, I should say. All right, after the spring green salt box, I was enabled by Gail, who's in our group. This is the Rose and the Giant Pear from Hands Across the Sea. I haven't come back to this one in a while, but she started referring to this as James and the Giant Peach. Is that kind of the wordplay on it? But it's very fun colors, and that pear is a giant. So I am doing this with the Vicki Clayton silks. Really pretty, and these are a joy to work with. In fact, my actual birthday start is on, I'm using the Vicki Clayton silks. And yeah, this is one I need to come back to. This is on 25 count Lugana. So this is going to be pretty small. But that's where I'm at. You can see I started working on the pear and some of the border. I believe this is 25 count parchment from Dying for Cross Stitch. But again, a fun stitch. I just need to get back to it. I don't really have a set goal for this one, other than I would like some more progress. You know, honestly, I would love to see progress in all of my WIPs. But yeah, it's probably not going to be possible for this year. I have done a previous video, a couple videos back on my channel of my older WIPs as well. This one is just the ones I started for my birthday. And then I have another WIP Parade, which has all the starts from prior to that. All my WIPs prior to that. So I will link that at the end of the video if you want to check that out. All right, after that, this one was fun. This is from the Jingle Ball from 2022. And it is from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it is Couter the Fox. He is totally adorable. Love him. He's so cute. I made myself put some smalls and medium-sized projects in my 60 starts, because otherwise I do have a tendency to go for really big projects and BAPs, and I need to I need to dwindle down some WIPs this coming year. But so this is where I'm at on Couter the Fox. I think he is going to be adorable. I love the pine cones. Very pretty. And I am doing this, I believe it is 18 count. It's 18 count, and it's from Dying for Cross Stitch. I can't think of the color name right now. I think it's Ironclad, maybe. Oh, no, I remember it was a fabric of the month. It didn't have a name. But that is a fun one. And it'd be nice. I'm hoping to get things on my tree this year. This coming 2024 Christmas. I want to have more cross-stitch ornaments on my tree, because there are very few. This next one was a gift from Peggy and a friend, and I absolutely love this. It's a discontinued pattern, but it is stunning. This is Elizabeth and the Lavender Sky from Mirabilia. Look at her. Now, this is an older pattern, and the cool thing is there are no, I don't know if it's cool, but there's no beads, there's no Karen water lilies, there's no metallics in here. It is straight DMC, and I'm doing this on 32 count over 2, sorry, 32 count over 2, and I just have a little start on this one. So I'm in the upper left-hand corner, and look at those purples and greens. They're so pretty. This is going to be stunning when it's finished. And I think the picture, maybe over time, the picture's dulled a little bit, but it is turning to be more vibrant than what the photo shows. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So again, that is Elizabeth and the Lavender Sky. I have seen this show up on eBay a couple of times, but not cheap. So I was absolutely thrilled. It was so wonderful. She actually found this at a estate or garage sale and picked it up for me, which I'm just so thrilled. Thank you, Peggy. All right, after Elizabeth and the Lavender Sky, we started a Lizzie Kate. And this is Cat Lessons for People. And it is Cat Lessons for People. Be persnickety, play with your food, appreciate wildlife, nap every day, don't bite. Don't bite when a hiss will do. Practice patience, listen before speaking. When you make a mess, bury it, and sit very close to those you love. And you'll see I'm using all the called for colors, and I have an absolutely huge start on this. I'm kidding. Yep. Here's my huge start. I got a C and a paw. So I have a ways to go on this. This is 20 count from Be Stitch Me. It was a Friday night fight night, and it's an unnamed color, but so pretty. I love, like, if you can see, like, the peach tones in here. It's just, I think it's a really pretty fabric. Yeah, so I have a ways to go on that one, and I would definitely like to get more done on that this year. Couter the Fox, the ornament I showed a little bit ago, I'm going for a finish on that one. And let's see, after cat lessons for people, this is one I'm kind of iffy about. And I think I really need to get out of all this beige right now to start feeling it some more. But right now I'm kind of like, ew. This is Spring Montage by Janet Stever. I know Handwork Maniac did this one, and it's gorgeous. She had a kit and not the full coverage, and then dyed her own fabric. And hers is turning out great. This one is from Pain Free Crafts, and it is a full coverage. And I think I really do think I like it more if I can just stick with it and get past the beige in the corner. And then I'll start enjoying it a good bit more. Oops. All right. Sorry, I had this folded wrong. Thought I had everything set up properly, but yeah. This is where I'm at with it at the moment. Now I am starting to see a little bit of pink, the cherry blossoms in the corner. But yeah, I just need to be patient and get through that part and get to more where all the colors are. This one, the plan is progress in 2024, but definitely not a finish. It is, let's see. Yeah, it is 340 by 435, so it is a decent sized piece. And that's the first time I've ever ordered from Pain Free Crafts, but it definitely won't be the last because I was exploring on their site and there are quite a number of patterns on there that I really, really like. All right, so after Spring Montage came Autumn Town from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I love this one. I had seen it on Etsy before with Autumn Lane Stitchery site, and I was kind of iffy about it. Then I saw a couple people working on it in Flosstube, and then Laura, Stitching by the Shore, she was working on this, and I just ended up falling in love with it and decided to get it. So I blame Laura for this one. But this is Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And just the colors on this are fabulous. Now, it's not a full coverage. So the green is the fabric. And then everything else is stitched. I am doing this on 28 count over 2. And this is a fabric that I got from Crazy Hamster. She is on, you can get her fabrics on eBay or on Cross Stitch D-Stash or on her actual page. So this is where I'm at with Autumn Town. And I love this fabric. It's got like the varying shades of green in here. And it's very super sturdy. I love it. So this is one that is definitely, I wanted to come out this year. In fact, I'll have to see if I can, oh, there's hay bales on here. I can use this for hibernate, for my acrostic in my group. That's going to be my plan. Got to switch my H to that one so I can get some work in those. Now pause for 1 second. Things were starting to want to timber over, so I'm trying to keep things from falling because I have quite the stack of WIPs to show you today. But my next one is Matilda from Hands Across the Sea. This was part of the Letters from Europe box. And I like the different 2 different color schemes on here. I thought it was really pretty. I do plan on doing several of them from the Letters from Europe box. I am doing this on 36 count Time Worn from Mystic Fabrics. I am trying to do this without having to do heavy editing that'll just take up tons of memory on my phone. But so yeah, 36 count linen from Mystic Fabrics Time Worn. And this is where I'm at on it so far. I just love this fabric. And I am using DMC 22 and DMC 924 for the colors. I like this one quite a bit. You know, I don't want to say finished, but I think I could get really good progress on that this year. Especially with the letters in it, and I can use those for acrostics. This one is a favorite. I would love to see a finish on this in 2024. I am started this one with Mary Daydream Stitcher, Lancashire Stitcher, Stitcher Lynn. Oh no, Sally. Sorry, with Stitching Sally. All right, and this is Be Kind to One Another from Needlework Press. And the hashtag is Be Kind Easter Sal. And this is just so pretty. I love the colors on this one. This is a series of 3 that she put out, Needlework Press put out. The first one was In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent. And then the third one, which I really love and I want to do at some point, is Be a Friend. And I really like this one. So I'm not sure if I'd do Exceedingly Diligent, but I definitely want to do Be a Friend. Alright, so this is where I'm at on it. I am using all the Call for colors, which is Classic Colorworks. And I just love stitching on this one. It is so much fun to work on. I believe Lancashire Stitcher and Sally have gotten theirs done already. Mary Daydream Stitcher and I are both still working on ours. But yeah, this is a joy. I would really love to finish this one in 2024. Not putting that in writing, but I would love to get that finished this year. And next one is also Autumn Lane Stitchery, and also got enabled from Laura Stitching by the Shore. All her fault. But I'm in love with the color scheme on this one. It's so gorgeous. This is Serena Sprout from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I mean, and just look at the colors. They're beautiful. She's just the best kind of witch. I love her. Oops, come back here. So Serena, I am stitching at the pond, at the pond by Bestitch Me in 22 count. And so that's where I am with Serena so far. And yeah, oh, I just love the colors. She's beautiful. I'm looking forward to spending more time with her. My group does, Bridget and our group hosts Witchy Wednesday Zooms, where we every Wednesday stitch on something autumn themed or Halloween themed. So she'll probably come out on some Wednesdays. All right, after Serena Sprout comes one that I've only got a teeny little start on it. Oops. Try not to drop all the threads, Beth. Yeah, ridiculously teeny. This is A Perfect World from a Scarlet House. And Marty is also working on this one, and it is just a gorgeous pattern. It says, in a perfect world, you would find me here with the birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. I am doing this on, I want to say it is 36 count. Yep. Had to think for a second. But I didn't write down the fabric name. Oh, wait. Ah, okay. It is Wicker Medium from Dying for Cross Stitch. Sorry about that. But it's a great color. And see, all I've gotten so far is a little bit of that berry bowl. But that is pretty. I mean, and then it's got, you know, all that dark at the bottom there. I think, you know, that section will go really quickly. And I really like this 32 count wicker. It's pretty. The browns, and it's got some green undertones to it. Really nice. And again, that's from Dying for Cross Stitch. I shop there quite often. Between Dying for Cross Stitch and Be Stitch Me. Those are my two major fabric places that I shop from. All right, so after A Perfect World comes the Castles and Dragons sampler from 2x2 Stitch Art. Now first, I've got to show you the project bag because I won this in a giveaway from Pages 3 Stitches. And she let me pick out the fabric for this one. Well, yeah. Isn't that pretty with the waterfall? And then the back is really pretty colors. And she even did a pretty little fob on here. I love this bag. Now, I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana, which is literally one of my favorite fabrics to stitch on. And let's see. I'm sorry, the pattern got all bent up. But this is what the sampler is going to look like. And it's from 2x2 Stitch Art. Now, it's actually like sampler number 185, but I just call it the Castles and Dragons sampler. It is gorgeous. I am using Mrs. Seda silks on this. And the colorway is called Pandora. So, yeah, beautiful. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I was close, but no cigar. It's Avatar, not Pandora. But, yeah, great colors in that floss. And the silk is gorgeous to work on. I, unfortunately, made kind of a mess of this skein, so I'm not going to show that. But I need to go watch Jan Hicks' video because she tells you, tells you how to unbundle Mrs. Seda's large skeins and how to cut them. And I should have listened to that before I cut the skein for Mrs. Seda's silks. But it's still very usable. Nothing's wrong with it. I just kind of made a mess of it. But yeah, look at this bag from Pages 3 Stitches. Gorgeous. Alright, after Castles and Dragons, I did a Cottage Garden samplings. And this is one where I would like to do the entire series, not just a couple of them. But it is the Songbird Garden series. And this is Bluebird of Happiness. So pretty. I have a cherry blossom tree too in my backyard, and I just love them. So this was perfect. But I am doing this on 28 count at the pond by Bestitch Me over 2. I'm doing over 2. Yes, I'm doing over 2. So I'm known to, I sometimes do 28 count over 1, so I had to double check. But that's where I am with this so far. And I just love this whole Songbird Garden series. I think is wonderful. And I'm really excited too about the Fabulous Houses, the new series. I'm on auto ship for that one through Barefoot Needle Arts. And so I have Santa's house. And I can't wait till we get the castle. It's gorgeous. All right, after Bluebird of Happiness, on to page 2. All right. This is one that I love, but sometimes it makes me, I do still get emotional sometimes about my mom's passing a couple years ago. And this one is for her. It's from Silver Creek Samplers, When Life is Done. And then the designer put 2 flowers on there, one for her sister and one for herself. And I think this will work well because it'll be one for myself and one for my brother. And then I have my mom's initials on here. But yeah, like I got one of my presents was my sister-in-law had gone through all this old slides my mother had, and she found this beautiful picture of my mom holding me next to a whole bunch of flowers in the garden when I was a baby, and I just bawled. So yeah, I still get a little emotional sometimes about that, and I think that may be why sometimes I haven't come back to this as often as I should have. But I think I got kind of the most important part of this done. This one is from Grace Notes Fabric, and it is Lady Gray, and it is 18 count. So I got I Love You. So that's my start on this one, and it is a beautiful pattern. I really like it. I may darken up her hair a little bit on the lady. I haven't decided yet, you know, because mine is more brown. But we'll see. Yeah, it's a beautiful pattern, and it's a great sentiment. This next one that I started was with Creatively Yours, and it is When Life is, Forever and Ever. It's another one of the Songbird Garden series. And this is the one with the cardinals. I love those. I love cardinals. I need to get back to this one. And this is on now I can't find 27 count. And I'm doing over 1. And I have a leaf. That's my whole big start, is I have a leaf. So yeah, I've got a ways to go on this one, don't I? But like I said, I love the whole Songbird Garden series, so there will be more in my future. For sure. Oh, get over there. All right, next one is, this one's very colorful. This is Lady Halloween from Jardin Privé. And I'm doing a mix of colors with this one. not using any of the called for. This is Mystic Fabrics, and the color name is Fantasy. And you'll see why. Check that out. So I am definitely mixing up the colors on Lady Halloween and having some fun with it. This fabric is wild. I just love it. So much fun. And this is 18 count. Yeah, the colors on this are great. So I'm having some fun with Lady Halloween. Oop, get back in the bag. Now this one is part of a series. It's Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm. I do plan on tissue boxing and doing a number of them. Right now I am working on Changing Leaves, which is number 5 in the Fall on the Farm series. So it's like the quilt block. I'm using all the called for colors. And on this one, I had some 18 count Fiddler's Ada, and that just seemed to suit that really well. And that's where I'm at with that one. So I am anticipating finishing this one this year and maybe starting on another one. So I'll just kind of go through the series. I have Fall on the Farm and Christmas at the Farm. I have both series and I really like them. Alright, next one is, ooh, love this one from Heartstring Sampler. This is the Scary Sampler. Now there's a lot of stuff in here. There's the Whomping Willow. There's the Weeping Angel from Doctor Who. There's all kinds of references. And she lists them all out in the pattern. But yeah, super fun. And look at it's got the pods. This is super fun. I am using, this is the March Fabric of the Month from Dying for Cross Stitch in 20 count. And yeah, this is such a fun stitch. Anxious to get back to this one. Might be something I can pull out for our Witchy Wednesday events as well. Or anytime, because it's just a fun stitch. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Alright, after home, let's see, after Scary Sampler came Home Sweet Home from Modern Folk Embroidery. And we are up to, this is my May 22nd start. So this is a monochromatic piece, but I decided to go with a variegated floss, and this is 4522. It's called Canadian Nights. If you can see all the colors in here, really neat. And this is also on 25 count Potato Lugana. And that's where I'm at with that one so far. But look at how the colors on Canadian Nights is playing out. I love it. Just so pretty. I hope it's not washing out. Yeah, this is really nice. And I enjoy stitching on this quite a bit. Definitely more progress on that one this year. After Home Sweet Home. I've got one out of order here. I'm going to have to figure that out. Yep. Okay. Sorry. After Home Sweet Home. This one is definitely going to be a finish. And I'd love to get a finish in January on it because I can feel... Sometimes I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by how many WIPs I have now. So I would love to get a finish on early on. So this is the book Red Smalls by Twin Peak Primitives. Oops. So there are a number of smalls in here that you can do in all different colors. Sandra in our group has done many of these already. I am doing this one here to start, the birds. And I am using, this is 4505, and it's called Heathers from DMC. Really pretty colors. And I'm sure I'll do one or two of those in red. But this one I thought it'd be fun. So that's where I'm at so far on this one. Love the colors. And definitely, I'm planning on finishing this sometime in January. So I can at least get one finish under my belt, and I think it'll help spur me on in 2024. Next is a Rosewood Manor. And this is Dreaming of Iris. And there is a Dreaming of Sal on Instagram for anybody that wants to participate. I know a number of people in our group have started this series as well. So with Dreaming of Iris, I am using all the called for colors. And I am doing this on 18 count white Aida. There's so many colors and things going on. I just chose a really basic fabric for it. So far, I just have one iris done from the upper left-hand corner. Yeah, the colors are really pretty and really vibrant and fun. So I would like to see more progress on this one as well. We shall see. So many stitches, so little time. I need to retire. All right, after Dreaming of Iris, we have the Bluebird of Happiness, another one. But this one is from Owl Forest Embroidery. That's this one right here. So pretty. I love the colors in this one. And I am using the All Forest threads. I've had this pattern for a while and didn't start it. To give you an idea, a couple of the colors in there, they're really pretty. Nice variegation to them. And I am using 25 count Pearl Lugana from Zweigart over one. And I just have a teeny tiny start on this one. But that's where I'm at on this one. So not much to see yet. But it is a darling pattern. Alright, and Bluebird of Happiness, this was started on June 9th. And then we've got, this is a Prairie Schooler. It is a garden sampler. And I am starting the third one here. This one right here. And yeah, it says, into your garden you can walk, and with each flower and plant talk. I'm using all the called for colors on this one. And this is on Dusty Cottage from Be Stitch Me, and it is 20 count. Now there's, I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, there's actually a good bit of white stitches right in here. It's just kind of blending in on the camera. It's not showing it. Yeah. But this is a fun stitch. And I really like this fabric, Dusty Cottage from Be Stitch Me. It's pretty. Couter the Garden sampler was the Summer Quaker that I started with Laura Stitching by the Shore, and a number of other people have joined in as well. It is Summer by the Shore Sal. Yeah, lots going on in this one. It is a big happy Quaker. It is 267 by 216. That's from Lila Studios. I am using Spring Seas from Barefoot Needle Arts, and it is 18 count. So this is where I'm at on this one so far. Still a long way to go, but I've got a good start on it. Yeah, really nice stitch. One I definitely want to get back to. All right, after Summer Quaker came Pray for Peace. This one I'm doing is from Teresa Kogut, and I am doing the cover of the book Flurry, and it's called Pray for Peace. That's this guy right here. And I just have a tiny little start on this one. I gotta make sure I have it right side up. Okay. So just a tiny start on this one. But that's his little mittens right there. So I started in the middle on this one. And this is 18 count. And it is from Dying for Cross Stitch. And I'm using all the called for colors. And I do like this one quite a bit. And there are a couple in the book that I want to stitch on as well. But I have not started any others from the book Flurry yet. Just that one. All right. Next up is the other series I'm doing from Little House, which is Farmhouse Christmas. And I started with the Little Red Barn. Which is this one right here. I have several of them in the bag, so. But that one's adorable, and I love the colors. I'm using all the called for colors on this. And I just have one big fat piece of 32 count that I'm going to stitch all of them on, but I think I will do them as individual pillows or flat folds or just regular ornaments. So that's my little start on that. But yeah, very fun pattern. I love this series. I think these are the first two series that I've started from Little House. And they're both farm related. Go figure. Next one this is from the book Gingerbread Smalls from Twin Peak Primitives. It's from 2022. Really, really cute. And I am doing the M&M house, which is this one right here. And so this is on 18 count gray from, this is another one of their fabrics of the month from Dying for Cross Stitch. So I've got like the snow top on the roof, and then I'm going down into the gingerbread house itself. So yeah, very cute. And there are a couple in here I would like to do. I just need to finish this one first before I start anything else. All right, gingerbread winter solstice. Next is from Plum Street Samplers. Now I plan on eventually doing all the seasons. This one is the winter salt boxes I'm doing. And I've started with the red one here. Now this was also a fabric of the month from Dying for Cross Stitch. And I believe it is now available as a regular fabric. I have to go find the name. But I'm doing this on 18 count. And I just love the colors in this. And so I have the little tree on the side and part of the border. And this one I started on July 23rd. So we're up to July for my new starts. I'm also using the same fabric for a very large piece that you will see later on. But that is Winter Salt Boxes by Plum Street Samplers. This next one is from Twin Peak Primitives, and it is Amity Manor. And it says, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. I love the willow tree here and the little angels. And yeah, I just think this is a really pretty pattern. Lots of water breaks today. Ooh, thirsty, thirsty. Heater's definitely going. All right, this one, Amity Manor, I am doing on 20 count Grog from Be Stitch Me. And this is where I'm at on this so far. Love the colors in this one. I think the colors are terrific. Oop. I'm enjoying this one. All right, next one is from Heart and Hand. And this is Honey of a Tiny Town. I love this series. We'd love to eventually do more of these. But right now I just have a little start on Honey of a Tiny Town. And this is on Be Stitch Me. It was a Friday night fight night. And I am doing it on 32 count. Okay, where are you? There we go. And fold this one properly. Alright, so yep, it's 32 count over 2. And I just have a couple of the sunflowers done. Yeah, very pretty. I love this fabric. It's really nice to work on. And I am using all the called for colors on this. Now, if you're still with me, I thank you so much. I really appreciate you sticking to see all my 60 starts for my 60th birthday. It's been pretty amazing. Now, this one I was enabled by Pages 3 Stitches. Kelly, she's awesome. She films once a month, and she does a floss tube and a quilting video. And they're two separate ones, but they're terrific. But she finished this, and I was totally enabled. But I only have a tiny start on this one. So this is from Design Works, and it's called Woodland Castle. And look at all the animals in here. I love that fox and the squirrel. They're just so pretty. There is a ton of back stitching in this. Lots of color changes. But, I mean, it's going to be I've seen it finished, so I know it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just working top left at the moment. And this is 18 count French vanilla from Grace Note Fabrics. And that's what I have on it so far. So not very much done. I still have a long way to go. Amy Loves Toads is also starting this one. And I think her plan is to work on this the first of every month. Alright. Next one is one that I have out to do some work on this weekend. So it's in the Q-Snap. Oh, rats. And I thought I had a picture of it, but I don't. This is Love Nature from Happy Mood Point, which is now, I believe it's called Daily Pattern Post on Etsy. I am doing this on 20 count blush from Bestitch Me. And this is really pretty. There's going to be a beetle that goes in there. There's all kinds of different animals. And then it says Love Nature in the middle of it. But just beautiful. And I am using DMC 4025. Which is really pretty colors. This is a lot of fun to work with. And yeah, so it is out. It's going to get some work on it for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, we are doing Long Dog New Year's Day Sal. And that's going to be a sal on Instagram for anybody that wants to start a long dog or work on an existing long dog and then work on them the first of every month. So I'm excited about that one. All right, so that was Love Nature. The next one that I started was Red Fox from Stitches So Beautiful. And I love her patterns. This is pretty big. It is 290 by 400. So it's charted from Stitches So Beautiful, and it's by Dutch Lady Mystic Arts. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that fox. Rebecca in our group is also working on this one, and she's way ahead of me, but she's already got the whole face done. It looks amazing. So for this one and another one that I have called Sarah's Diner, we're using Stitches So Beautiful Sal. And every once in a while we will do a Stitches So Beautiful Sunday, where that'll be our focus on Zoom, but you can work on whatever you want. So I am doing this on 25 count easy grid, 1/1 full cross. And that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, my needle minder says, weekend forecast, cross stitch with no chance of house cleaning or cooking. Well, I may have to do a little bit of both, but for the most part, it's going to be all cross stitch this weekend. The rest of this weekend, Sunday and Monday. Saturday was cleaning and running errands and all that fun stuff that we have to do as an adult. All right, so that was Red Fox. The next one that I started was Winter Sampler. And this is another one that I started with Laura from Stitching by the Shore. And this is from Crochet Go-Go. And look at that. Oh, that house is stunning. I absolutely love it. And look at the moose. Oh my gosh, so pretty. This is a great pattern. The moose and the fox and the deer and the birds all come out to play. This is also another one of the July fabrics of the month from Dying for Cross Stitch. And I am doing this one on 18 count. So yeah, I've got some of the border done on a pine tree and the snowy owl. He's so pretty. This is a fun stitch. I definitely want to get a good deal of progress on this one this year. 2024. That's my goal. Alright, so that is Winter Sampler. Oh, no, you go down there. And then the next one, this is the other Stitches So Beautiful that I'm working on. And this is in a bag from Patchwork Crossing. I love this one with the watermill and the bears. He's so pretty. So this is Sarah's Diner. And this is where I'm at right now. I'm just starting on one of the first trees. And I'm doing this 25 count 1/1. Oh, yeah. Lots of color changes in the autumn trees. But it is going to be so pretty. Love this pattern. And again, that goes under the hashtag Stitches So Beautiful, Sal. So you are more than welcome to always join in with us. We have a number of people in our group that are working on it. Stitches So Beautiful patterns. There are so many beautiful ones. This one, oh, I love this one. This one is from Julie, Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World. I was waiting and waiting and waiting patiently for this one to come out. This is Thursday Priscilla Dawes, but this is the Thursday Goes Goth colorway. Oh, and I love this. It is absolutely gorgeous. The colors on there are phenomenal. I am stitching this on 36 count Murky from Picture This Plus. And this is where I'm at so far. This is such a great design. Julie really knocked it out of the park. I love it. I'm hoping to get back to this one soon. I don't usually zoom stitch on linen when I'm zooming, just because I tend to make more mistakes if I'm doing something over 2 while I'm on Zoom. So, but I love on my free time to pull this one out. It's come out a couple times, you know, first when it started and then another time, and I just love this design. All right. This one is another one I started with Laura, Stitches by the Shore. And this is the Librarian's House from Stone Street Stitchworks. And she is doing a color conversion on hers. I am boring and going with all the called for colors. But I got such a kick out of this one because it looks like some of the birds are escaping onto the border. And that it's a very fun design, and I really like this color of the house. It's different. It's kind of a really dark woody green, and I like it a lot. So I am sticking with the original colors. And this is 18 count from Dying from Cross Stitch, and I believe this is Wicker Light. But that's where I'm at so far on the Librarian House. The border color are really pretty. But yeah, I like this one a lot. And next one, this one I started with Stitches with Andrew. He's on Instagram. He's terrific. We started this the first day of fall. And this is, uh-oh, I'm going to go have to grab that in a minute. Avalanche. This is Crochet Go-Go's Autumn Sampler. So you've seen I've already started the Winter Sampler, and now I have the Autumn one as well. I love that little raccoon and the bear. They are adorable. I am doing this on Brown Sugar by Fiber on a Whim. And this is 18 count. And that's where I'm at so far with the Autumn Sampler. Really, I love the colors in this one. So, so pretty. And I think the fabric goes really well with it too. But I am enjoying this one. Let's see what fell over. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Next one is, this is one I really have a hard time putting down. This is Pumpkin Colored Autumn from Owl Forest Embroidery. I started this in October for Laura's birthday. It is a Pumpkin Birthday Sal is the name of it. And it's for stitching anything with pumpkins on it. And I opted for this free pattern from Owl Forest called Pumpkin Colored Autumn. Now I am doing this on 20 count Winter Wonderland from Dying for Cross Stitch with the called for colors. And that's where I'm at on this one. I have a hard time putting this down. I love the colorways on this. And it's just stitching up beautifully. So like, yeah, here's some of these are a couple of the Owl Forest colors. Just the variegation on here is just great. If you can see them. Yeah, beautiful. Sorry for all the zippers. Next one that I started, this is, we are up to, yeah, we're in October now, and this one I started with Debbie from my group. This is, of course, she's further along than I am, Summer Garden at Cranberry Manor by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Terrific design. And I'm using the call for colors. It's Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, and Weeks Dye Works. A little bit of everything. I am using Dying for Cross Stitch 20 count Dust Bunnies, light. And where are you? Oh, here we go. All turned around. And so that's where I'm at with this one. Really pretty colors in this one. And I think the Dust Bunnies goes really well with it. I do want to get back to this one. It's so pretty. Okay, I gotta go pause and pick up what avalanched over onto the floor. One moment. Clean up on aisle 4. I made even more of a mess. Leave it to me. Pick up one, drop everything else. Okay. So this is one I'm working on with Dawn. She is Enchanted Stitching on Flosstube, and I will link her as well below. In fact, she just pulled hers back out. This is Spirit of Autumn by Sarah Marchetti. And oh my gosh, I love this one. You can tell I have a thing for foxes. And this is just beautiful. And can you see all the little babies in the log? Oh my gosh, it's adorable. So I have a whopping a little over 300 stitches in this one. And this one is $6.75 by $4.94. So it is not going to be done anytime soon. But it's still beautiful. And I am doing this on 28 count 1/1 full cross. some of the threads out of the way here. And yeah, that's my huge start. Yeah, there is more than one color in there, that's for sure. There's a few. And yeah, this is going to be gorgeous, but it's, you know, years away from being finished, I'm sure. Knowing Dawn, she might get hers done by the end of the year. She is a super fast stitcher. She just had a gorgeous finish, so do go check out her floss tube. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're getting close to the end here. This one is Reading from Twin Peak Primitives, and I am going to go for a finish on this one this year. This isn't the best picture, so I apologize. But it is a quote from Jane Austen. And this is, again, Twin Peak Primitives. And this is on 18 count Fiddler's Cloth Ada. And that's where I'm at with her right now. So I've got her hair done and a little bit of the border. But I am aiming for a finish in 2024 for this one for sure. Get back in the bag. Come on. There we go. All right. This one is also out for some work this week. And this is from Bluebird Designs. I'm a little sad because this book just started falling apart right away. This is Mighty Acorns. And it is from the book The Winds of Autumn. And yeah, so this is Mighty Oak. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. Absolutely love it. And I am using 18 count Properly Primitive from Under the Sea Fabrics. And that's where I'm at so far. Let me put this behind. There you can see it better. So I've gone down on the border, and then this is one of the branches. It'll have some leaves on it, and then these are 2 acorns right there. It's going to be beautiful, and I love this fabric from this Properly Primitive. It's great to work with. I love the greens and the browns. And I am using all the called for colors on this one. So yeah, Mighty Oak from Bluebird Designs. And my next one is another one from the Songbird Garden series. And this is Winter Wisdom. And it is a golden crown kinglet and conifers. Great pattern. Oh, I love it. And it looks, I'm using all the called for colors on Fiber on a Whim slate in 20 count. And that's all I have on that one so far. I started that one on October 25th. It's another one I really, I just love this whole Songbird Garden series. I think it was really a terrific series. So I'm hoping to do more of them in the future. All right, this one is a big one. And oh, this is one of my bags from Patchwork Crossing. Love this one. And this is a huge pattern. This is the Owl from Luca S. And oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of the floss tuber right now. She's so sweet. I will have to link her down below, but I was first drawn to this pattern. I saw her working on it. She did it on black. And then Camille in our group is also working on this one, and I believe Bridget. So this is a kit, and it comes with all the threads. But I did change out the fabric for 20 count in the shadows. And let's see. So that is the outer tip of the wing right there. And it is over 500 wide. So it is going to be a good sized piece. Not very tall, but very, very long. And I love this fabric. It makes me think of Twilight. It's actually showing up a little bit darker on camera, but it is terrific. I love this one. And the kit pattern, the symbols are very, very large. It's very easy to read and follow along, which I really like. The owl I started on November 11th. And this next one I started for Debbie's birthday in our group. I can't wait to see her again. We're both going to the Barefoot Needle Arts Retreat in February. We've met once in person, but we didn't have long enough to stay together. But I can't wait to see her again. We are doing Dreaming of Autumn Leaves from Rosewood Manor. And using all the called for colors. And they are beautiful. I believe this is called Vintage Smoke from Zweigart. And this is 18 count. And that's where I'm at with that so far. It's a nice little start on that one. I started this one for her birthday on 11/3. Just really nice. Now my next start was Our Whimsy House, which I showed earlier with this small sampler because they're both from the same book. And after Dreaming of Autumn Leaves, oh, I'm going to have another avalanche. Let's get you up here. Okay. This one I started on Thanksgiving Day weekend with Pages 3 Stitches, Kelly. And we're going to do Come to the Garden by Teresa Kogut. This is a gorgeous pattern, and it is a good size. It is 225 by 295. Go check out Kelly's page. She is doing a full color conversion on this to look like a nighttime garden. Holy cow. And it's going to be stunning. On my boring little self, I am using all the called for colors. And I am using Lightly Salted, Not Roasted by Be Stitch Me. And it is 25 count. And I'm doing 1/1. And so that's my start on that one. Really, really pretty. I just love the colors in this. And that angel in the middle is gorgeous. Okay, so we got that one, Come to the Garden, and we've got the squirrel from Owl Forest Embroidery. He is adorable. Look at him. I just love him. He's so adorable. So cute. I mean, look at all the designs in him. He's just lovely. I'm doing this on 18 count with the Out Forest threads. I mean, but look at these. These are beautiful. Look at that. They're gorgeous colors. I started this on 18 count on October 30th. Oop, that one got out of order. Sorry about that. November 30th. Duh. Okay. So that is the squirrel. My little start on him, and he's terrific. Another one I look forward to having it out again. Don't know about a finish, but I do want to have him back out again. Now we are to my last two, 59 and 60. Doing 60 starts for my 60th birthday was so much fun. Highly recommend doing some special starts for your birthday at some point. I don't know that I would ever do it again. Certainly not going to do 70 starts when I turn 70, but totally worth it. A lot of fun. Start all the things, you know. Just have fun and don't let anybody tell you anything different. You do you. All right, so my last two starts were Rosewood Manors, and I have a Rosewood Manor Bday Sal. You're welcome to join in anytime. I opted to start 2 Rosewood Manors. The first one, and a few people in my group are also working on this, is Blue Rhapsody. And I am using the called for colors. And it's absolutely gorgeous. But I'm not using the called for fabric. I am using, this was a Friday night fight night. And this is, so it's unnamed from Be Stitch Me, and it's 22 count, and I just love the fabric. So this is what I'm using for Blue Rhapsody. And so there's like pinks and lavenders and a little bit of blues and creams. I just think it goes really well together. And I love this. And there's only 2 colors in Blue Rhapsody. It's an amazing fun stitch, and really excited that I started it. Speaking of the Rhapsody series from Rosewood Manor, if you go to my last floss tube, my regular floss tube, I have a giveaway up for a couple. I was trying to see if I had them right close by, and I don't. But I have a giveaway up for a Rosewood Manor, one of the Rhapsodies. I believe it's Rosie Rhapsody and a Primrose Cottage. So you still have time to enter. Just go back to my but don't come on here for that. Go to the last video, and I will be doing a drawing for that on Wednesday, January 3rd. So that's coming up soon. But if you're interested in the giveaway, go hop on over to my last regular floss tube. And number 60, we're done. This one is a stunner, and I'm keeping this in the bag because I keep dropping them, but I am using the HDF Vicky Clayton Silks for this one. And this is Dorney Lane from Rosewood Manor. Oh, I love this one. It is so stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So just have a little start on this, but hey, look, it's 25 count Potato Lugana again. Yes, I use that fabric, 25 count, quite a bit. So this is my start on Dorney Lane. I think this is going to be so stunning when it's finished. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that is all my 60 starts for the year. Can you believe it? Wow. It was a lot of fun, and if you stuck it through to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all being here. And this past year, there have been so many supportive people encouraging me on to do all 60 starts. And I really can't thank you enough. It's been wonderful. So that's all I've got for today. I've got my regular floss tube on this coming Wednesday. And I will link the WIP Parade to my older WIPs at the end of this video. So I wish all of you a very happy and healthy and stitchy new year. I hope you get lots of stitchy progress in and stitch all the things that you want to stitch. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and take care of each other. And I will see you back on Wednesday for my regular Flosstube video. Bye, everybody, and thank you so much.